Well, welcome to the exhibit hosted by yours truly, Josina Anderson. And you know what? Sometimes I am doing my podcast from the studio. Sometimes I'm in a locker room. Sometimes I'm in the home studio. But today we are going to pop up on Morris Chestnut, you know, the actor, the producer, the culture icon that he is. And we're going to walk around here, surprise him, and do a little interview, talk about what he's got going on. Of course, we have to talk about his Eagles and everything like that. So stay tuned for that. The exhibit is brought to you by Body Armor Sports Drink. Real hydration, real ingredients, packed with electrolytes, vitamins, and nothing artificial. Body Armor Sports Drink has great tasting flavors like strawberry banana and orange mango. Get yours today at Walmart, Amazon, or a local grocery store near you. So here's the deal. The stars of the iconic film The Best Man, including Morris Chestnut, Taye Diggs, Harold Perrineau, and director Malcolm D. Lee, are launching this new bourbon brand called Sable. It's a premium spirit inspired by their enduring friendship and collaboration, and we're popping up on him in this bottle signing to see what it's all about. Now, you notice here at this bottle signing that Morris Chestnut has is a lot of black women and I mean, it's probably a couple men, but this is definitely his crowd. Not me, because I don't know, but that's who's in the line. I just thought it was. So I was coming up for the free 99 stash. The free 99, is it back there? Because I'm broke. You know, it's a little bit like Funky Finger Productions. I'm Josina Anderson. Nice to meet you with the exhibit. Nice to meet you. Okay, give you a hug. You know, first of all, this line took so long because that wattage smile is just making everybody loop around the store. You can't even get up here. So, how's it going?
It's going well. It's going well. How you doing?
Well, I thought I was going to come up here and see you in your Eagles jersey, but you were smart enough not to do that in Texans land.
Because we're in the playoffs, or where else?
You're in the playoffs. Well, you know, the Texans do play the Chargers on Saturday at NRG Stadium, so.
They'll be one of them. But I like the Texans. I like the Texans. I'm rooting for the Texans, actually.
Love this.
Right.
I love the rivalry. I'm not in it.
And you know I'm not too shy to go ahead and ask you to buy me a bottle so that you sign it because I wasn't going to do it anyways. Okay. All right. Well, nice to meet you. We're going to do our real interview in the back. I just wanted to say hello real quick. Thank you. So I'm Josina Anderson with the exhibit. We are with Morris and Harold, and you guys are selling Sable. I'm hearing this is the smoothest bourbon around the whole country.
And around the world.
The world? Okay. The kings and queens. But not the kings and queens of my piece of equity. Where is mine?
You didn't get it?
No.
In the mail. What happened was, yeah.
You told me what happened. I remember how it had happened.
Well, you guys are in town selling your brand. You've been doing this bottle signing. And one thing I did notice about this line is that it was 99.9% women.
Probably so. No, because women like bourbon too.
Oh, women like bourbon too.
Women like bourbon too.
And then they had all the slow jams. I didn't know if I was at a BET video. What was that all about?
Well, we had Morris Chestnut there, so you kind of had to do something.
I wonder when your hair turns gray. I'm the one when you gain a little weight. I mean, I was like, what is going on?
I know it. We know how, which is the elbow. The elbow.
You always gotta bring back my dance from the crew just because I try to get my Mary J. Blige on. Please. As a matter of fact, we did interview Method Man last week. But I gotta ask you about a couple other things, because obviously not only are you an actor, you are a producer, you're a businessman, you're a failed Eagles fan. Tell me about this transition of what you're doing, as obviously you've been also filming in Canada, doing your thing up there as well.
This is something that, it's an opportunity to work with Harold and Malcolm and Taye again. We formed such a strong relationship over the past 25 years, The Best Man. And it was an opportunity for us to do something outside of being in front of the camera and behind the camera in terms of Malcolm. And it's a great brand.
So how did the opportunity come about?
I met these amazing people over at Bespoke and Spirit. They have a really amazing spirit. It was really interesting. And so I talked to them, and then I talked to the gentleman, and they were all like, let's do it. And so we all formed this great partnership, and here we are today.
So are you guys going to go on Shark Tank?
No, probably not.
You're beyond that. I mean, you are in Mark
Hey, Sharks. I've got an idea.
You are in more Cuban country, so I don't know. But okay, so here's the other thing: is you're also a Eagles fan.
Yes.
And they are playing in the playoffs. And matter of fact, one of your business partners over here is also a Packers fan. So I was just curious, how concerned are you that he is lingering around in this concussion protocol? Though he did have a limited practice today.
It is a strong concern. I think we do need Jalen Hurts to win the Super Bowl. But I think this year we do have a stronger defense. I mean, our defense is number one defense in yards, number two defense in points per game. So I mean, we do have a strong defense.
Random stat.
I'm out of all this. I'm not saying nothing.
We're number two in points per game. We only missed number one by 1/10 of a point. But so we do have a pretty good, and we have Saquon Barkley. So we have a strong defense and a strong running game, and but we do need Jalen Hurts to win the Super Bowl.
So really quickly, I just have to go back to you since you did bring up Saquon Barkley. Were you mad at the fact that your coach, Nick Sirianni, didn't allow him to go after the record, even though it would have been in 17 games and not fewer games that other people did it before him?
Okay. So it would have been in 17 games, but he still had far fewer carries than Eric Dickerson. So let's be clear. So by yards per carry, he didn't need
more games.
Just more games, but that's because of the scheme and the times. But I think we made the right decision because you have to, in order for him to try to break the record on the last game, we have to risk the health of everybody else because you have to play the starting offensive line. You can't start Saquon Barkley and start backup offensive linemen. You also have to start our starting receivers because they do a great job blocking downfield. So you're risking the health of all the rest of the offense to get this record. So I think they made the right choice.
But are you pro running back lives matter? Our running back lives matter. I thought y'all felt comfortable that you could get that done against the Giants.
Again, I ain't got nothing to say about it. And I'm going to let these two work this out. I'm just going to stand here.
Back lives matter. Here's the thing. It's not, look, in basketball, you can go for a record because you go out there, it's an individual sport. Baseball, you can go up there and try to hit home runs. You're not putting anybody else at risk. But for Saquon Barkley to get the record, what if we would have played and Lane Johnson got hurt or Jordan Mailata, one of our Landon Dickerson? If they would have got hurt just trying to get him the record, we'd have been very tough. The Eagles have won very few games when Lane Johnson is hurt.
Anyways, do you have a sport that you follow, sir?
I'm not a big sports person, so
no, you are in the sport of whipping up on him anytime you get right.
I'm in the sport of being in business with my friends. That's really all
and making money. So and lastly too, just to kind of ask you here, as you get ready to leave here, you kind of dealing with some stuff. You got the fires back at home and things like that. So just kind of talk about how you're trying to balance being a businessman and obviously trying to deal with going back home.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate because a lot of people in our industry live in that area, and both of our personal homes are on evacuation watch at this moment. We don't have any power. Do you guys? I don't know if you guys have power.
We have power. My daughter doesn't have power in her place yet.
So we don't have power. So yeah, it's very concerning. And thoughts and condolences. Last I heard, I think it was like 1,300 to 1,500 homes lost, major businesses, and we know a lot of people in that area are the right smack dab in our industry. So thoughts and condolences and prayers go to all of them. Yeah.
You can help him to get a generator. I think y'all can afford it.
If we sell some more Sable bourbon. I brought it back around. That's what I did.
That is a perfect way to end up this interview. Make sure you buy their bottles of Sable so that Morris can afford a generator and turn on his lights. Got to pay the bills. Got to keep that carpet warm. Got to turn up the heat in the house. Make sure his wife not walking around in the dark. Get some bottles of Sable and help out these handsome gentlemen out. We appreciate it. So for Harold Morris Chestnut, I'm Josina Anderson, and we appreciate you joining us.